Welcome to Eye on ABIS, a television program for international, regional, and domestic events, and a casual business talk. Today, we are at Impact Convention and Exhibition Center to attend a conference and trade show known as Solar Energy Southeast Asia. This conference and trade show is participated by many manufacturers of solar panels. They were here to discuss about various prospects of solar energy in Southeast Asia. So now, please join me at the conference and trade show.
BIS Overview.
The Conference on Solar Energy Southeast Asia is a gathering of private companies that manufacture or trade in technology or materials related to solar energy. Many major solar energy companies join this conference and trade show. These include manufacturers and sellers of solar panels, related equipment and devices, and installation equipment and services. In the conference room, speaker talks about the latest technology on solar energy and how to finance this kind of renewable energy projects. In Thailand, the government is promoting and encouraging more investment in projects that will generate electricity from sources of renewable energy. The Energy Ministry now says that 25% of all energy consumed in the country shall come from sources of renewable energy in the year 2021. Solar energy will be playing a key role in the plan. 3,000 megawatts of the total 14,000 megawatts of all renewable energy will come from solar in the year 2021. In the BIS chat, I will talk to Dr. Lars Podlowski, Chief Technology Officer of Solon, a major producer of solar panels from Germany. He is a speaker of this conference, and Solon is also an exhibitor of this trade show. Now join me in the BIS chat. Hello, Dr. Podlowski. Thanks for joining Eye on ABIS. You came from Germany and you represent the company Solon, which we can see from the backdrop here. Start by telling us a bit about your company. What does Solon do?
Solon actually is a solar company which is doing manufacturing of solar cells, of solar panels, but also building power plants, both greenfield power plants, but also rooftop power plants, basically all over the world. And we are an international group. The group once has been founded in Germany, like long ago in 1997. But now we have subsidiaries not only in Germany, but in Italy, in the United Arab Emirates, in America, and currently we are trying to expand our business here into Southeast Asia.
So Solon is mainly solar energy.
It's only solar energy.
So
we are a pure solar company. We have no other business.
So you produce solar panel. Tell us a bit what makes your solar panel different from other company.
So a solar panel actually is a little bit difficult to explain because they all look alike, but the content can be very different. And what makes Solon very unique is just the experience that we have. So we are producing solar panels since 1997, which is almost 16 years now. And there's hardly any other company in the world which has such a long experience in manufacturing solar panels. And the product is supposed to be a very long-lasting product. So everyone's giving like 20 years of warranties. But who has such a long experience? Not many companies. So people are giving like 25-year warranties who just started production last year. So they have actually no really experience. And that is what makes Solon very unique. If you start this kind of manufacturing, you can make a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes which you cannot see from outside the panel. They look maybe beautiful, but they might not last very long. And yeah, what is very different with our company is that we have such a long experience. We have a very long track record, and I think we are very well established in the solar industry as being someone who is providing very high quality and just very good products, and that's how we made our name famous in the solar space.
Would you say that your company is the oldest in Germany or actually in the whole of Western Europe?
No, we are not the oldest, but we are one of the pioneers definitely in Germany. Like in the late 90s, like some companies has been founded like between 95 and 99. And Solon was one of the pioneers there. And yeah, we are still around because we are making good products. We have a good customer base who like us. And we have always been very innovative. And so therefore, yeah, there's some kind of uniqueness about Solon. And which also makes us different than a lot of companies which maybe are much bigger than we are now. But let's say we have established ourselves as being a reliable partner over very long years just with solar. And yeah, therefore our customers really like us.
So you said that you provide 20 years warranty to all of your product, to everyone who buy your product.
So actually, we must differentiate a little bit. So what we do, like most other companies, we are providing like a 25-year performance warranty, which means panels making electricity for the next 25 years. And this is what almost every company is doing. But as I said, we are at least producing for 16 years, but a lot of companies providing such kind of guarantees which just started recently. So there's no proof that their products will last very long, and this is what makes us very different.
So your company has been around for 16 years, and has get any serious complaint from your customers?
Actually, if you do some kind of manufacturing, you always have some kind of small problems, but we never have really like a big serious product problem. And we can prove that. Like we have a quality management department, which of course records every claim which comes back from customers, and we are analyzing what is the root cause. And through that, we are also learning continuously to improve our products. But I think you will never find any customer in the world which is blaming us. And customer service is something which we respect very much. Which means even if there's a claim, we always try to keep our customers happy, and yeah, from time to time it happened that there's any kind of small manufacturing mistake, and then of course we take responsibility and we try to replace panels in case that the customer has any claim which is correct.
Yeah, Dr. Pawlowski, you came from Germany, and everyone knows that Germany is a very technological, advanced country in the world. So tell us a bit about the popularity of solar energy in Germany.
So I think in Germany, you are right. We are basically a country which is focused a lot of quality, about very good engineering. And in solar, it is extremely important because solar is a technology where like all the investment basically up front. And then actually the electricity is more or less for free over the lifetime of the product, which means you have to ensure a very, very long lifetime of the product. And therefore, German companies became, for some period of time, very famous in solar energy because the German companies were always working with a very good engineering base. They designed the products for being reliable and robust. and and just the German mindset of being a technology provider at a high quality level makes us very well suitable for the solar space.
So would you say solar is the most popular renewable source of energy now in Germany? Would you say that?
Actually, solar is very popular because solar is a technology where everybody can participate. You find solar from small residential systems to huge solar farms. Therefore, solar is very popular in Germany. You can see it everywhere now. In every residential neighborhood, you will see solar systems. If you look to the share of solar and the energy mix of Germany, you will see that solar has a 5% share. Wind is bigger, so Germany also has a very good wind potential. So we have about 50% of wind energy and only 5% of solar. But wind is something where utilities can work with because it's always big investments, large wind farms. But solar is really some kind of popular because everybody who has a home can contribute by investing into a small residential solar system.
So give us some idea about the cost of installing solar panel in a regular household in Germany. Give us some idea. Yeah.
So actually, if you have like a residential home, you would install like a system which is between, let's say, 3 and 8 kilowatts.
3 and 8 kilowatt.
It's like a normal, let's say typical size is 5 kilowatt. And you must see in Germany currently like the average cost is about 1.5 euro per kilowatt, which means you invest like something like maybe 8,000 euro. And that is what makes solar so popular over the past decade. Like 10 years ago, a system of the similar size would have cost like 30,000 euro or 40,000 euro. And the prices for solar came down so much. And like with an investment between 5 and 10,000 euro, it's something which someone who owns a home can easily afford now.
How about the maintenance cost of solar panel for regular household?
So the maintenance is extremely low. The solar panel is designed to basically last forever. Depending on the area where you live, you might want to clean it from time to time. The solar panel itself basically lasts of the entire lifespan of the system, 20, 30 years. There's some kind of electronics involved into a solar system. A box called inverter, which actually connects your PV panels to the grid, and this is power electronics. And this electronics is a little less reliable, so you should expect that this kind of electronic box lasts only 10 to 15 years. So after, let's say, a decade, you should consider to replace that. But this is actually the only maintenance cost, the only relevant maintenance cost over the lifetime of a solar system.
And we all know that solar power needs the sun. So what do you do in nighttime and during winter, which I believe that you cannot produce very much during winter?
No, of course, solar is a resource which is only available over the day, and there might be seasonal differences. And for the past decade, the job of the solar industry was to make the solar generation cheaper in order to make it wider accessible on the world. And that we managed. We means the entire solar industry. And now the next challenge is to make solar accessible when people want it, which means now energy storage gets combined with solar. And in Germany, we have a program which is supported by the federal government that if people install like a small storage pack together with a PV system, they get financial support. Making solar accessible or available when there's real demand in combination with a storage system. This is the next big challenge for the solar industry.
So the normal households, they still need electricity from the grid during the nighttime, right?
Yes.
Right.
So all the systems in Germany are basically grid connected, which means over the day you use your solar electricity by yourself. You might even feed it to the grid and sell it to the grid operator. And overnight or in winter time, you buy energy back from the grid.
So in the first break, Dr. Podlowski tells us about his company Solant and what does his company produce. In the next break, he will tell us his mission here in Thailand and what he sees as the prospect of solar energy in Southeast Asia. So please stay tuned with us.
Chat.
Dr. Podolsky, earlier you have mentioned that solar energy now is very popular in Germany. I believe that in Germany you also have electricity generated by nuclear power plant. So tell us a bit about your nuclear power plant and what German's government plan to do with those plants.
Currently, Germany also has nuclear power. So we operate about 50 nuclear power plants in Germany. But we have a broad consensus in the society together with the government that Germany wants to go out of nuclear entirely. And we have a roadmap in place that all nuclear power plants will be shut down over the next 10 to 15 years. And that is in place, this kind of roadmap. And the idea is to replace everything with renewable energies.
Mm-hmm. So what kind of source of renewable energy that will be able to replace nuclear power?
So actually it will be a mix of all renewable sources. Basically we have wind in Germany, we have some hydro, we have solar, and we have biomass. And every sector is growing. And actually for every sector there's some kind of like a roadmap of how much is to be added over the next years. And therefore, also for solar, some kind of like a roadmap existing, which the government actually was signing off, that solar should grow over the next decades. And the good thing is really that it's a broad consensus over the entire society, basically about all political parties, that Germany wants to have a major source of electricity coming from renewable energies.
So what would you say the current challenge or problems of solar energy in Germany?
Actually, the current challenge is that sometimes over the day in summertime we have so much solar energy into the grid that the grid operator starts complaining, but it's the same with wind. So in Germany we really have the situation that the grid operators have to deal with these new renewable energy sources where sometimes the power is hard to predict. And but Germany starts to manage this kind of entire national grid with a lot of renewable energy sources. And this is new, but let's say for a technology company like country like Germany, this is also a very interesting challenge. And of course it's good for our industry to learn this, because this is something that then also we can export to the world.
Okay, now we are here in Impact, which is a major exhibition and conference center in Bangkok. And we are at a conference now at Solar Energy Southeast Asia. So what Solon is trying to do in Southeast Asia?
You see, currently Solon is not doing much in Asia. So we have business in America and in Europe. But Asia, of course, is the most booming region in the world. And of course, we want to participate, and so we have like a plan to enter our business here in Southeast Asia, not only in Thailand, but also in other countries. But Thailand is our first country where we do some business here. So we have already contracts in place, and we are currently setting up a legal entity here in Thailand. And therefore, Thailand is for us very important because it's like our hub to the entire Southeast Asian region.
So Thailand going to be your first presence in Southeast Asia?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have any business in other parts in Asia?
So we have some very small business in Japan, but basically we don't have any business in Asia except India. So we have already an Indian subsidiary. So we are operating in India for almost 2 years now. And so we have established business in India for both greenfield and commercial rooftops. But our Asian investment has been limited to India, but now we're going to expand here into this region.
Is there any particular reason to choose Thailand at your first present?
Actually, Thailand has some kind of an established solar market. Of course, it's not so big or so established like in Europe or in America. But the grid operators have already PV here in their grid. And of course, we have very good business partners here. We have locals who are very engaged. And of course, you need local partners if you enter a new area.
Okay. And so tell us your plan. How big is going to be your business here? You eye any particular sector in the economy to start your solar panel?
Yeah, actually, we have identified the sector that we want to mainly work as, which is commercial rooftops.
Oh, okay.
Which means basically, so we are not going for residential applications, but our first customer also is a big company, and they want to have solar on their rooftops, basically for self-consumption. And we see the commercial rooftop space as being our market niche, or maybe the market segment with the biggest potential, because we have a lot of experience and we have a lot of products specifically for this market segment, and therefore commercial size rooftops will be our focus here in Thailand.
How big you can really go for a commercial rooftop? How big can you go?
Actually, a normal size is something between 500 and 1000 kilowatt.
Which is 1 megawatt.
Which is 1 megawatt, which is what like a normal warehouse or like a big retail supermarket actually can carry. But what we did in Europe, for example, we did huge commercial rooftops of up to 15 megawatts of an entire commercial district.
And when do you expect to start your commercial sale here?
Actually, we started already.
Oh, okay.
So we have a first project, and construction is supposed to start next week.
Next week.
Really
Oh,
next
okay.
week.
Okay.
Maybe next week. We did all the components have been delivered, and construction will start next week.
Okay. And if you become successful with commercial rooftop, would you go to households sector?
Yes, of course we would consider this. I think actually the second market segment then will be greenfields.
Greenfield. What do you mean by greenfield?
Greenfield means like open space solar, so not on rooftops, but really on the land. And as far as I know, at least the smaller scale systems for residential applications, it's really just starting in Thailand. Of course, if the segment is really existing, we will try to participate. But honestly speaking, we do not feel to be in a position to drive like an entire segment. But for commercial rooftops, we have really a lot of experience that we can bring to Thailand, and therefore the entry to Thailand in this market segment is also most easy for us.
Is this very different between rooftop solar panel and greenfield panel? Are they very different?
Actually, most people use standard panels for both greenfield and rooftop installations, but what our company developed is special products for commercial rooftops. And that's also what my presentation tomorrow here in this conference will be about, of the portfolio of specific PV rooftop products that we developed.
Yeah, now you just mentioned what I'm going to ask next. So tell us a bit your presentation at this conference. Yeah. So what you're going to tell the audience?
So what I will tell is the experience a little bit that we have from other regions, some kind of conflict or problems that occur if you want to install solar on commercial buildings. And basically you have two things which you have to acknowledge. One is the weight restrictions of the roofs. A lot of buildings are lightweight buildings and cannot carry a lot of load. And so Solan has developed specific products which are lightweight. And of course the second issue is roof penetration. So usually, specifically in Thailand, you have a lot of rain, and people get concerned if you penetrate the roof. And we developed like a range of products which can be installed without penetrating the roof.
I have heard that many households they don't want somebody to install solar panel on their roof because they're afraid of leak on the rooftop. So your product handle with those issues.
Yes, we have specifically designed products for this kind of rooftop application, which addresses the concern of the customer, and the concern is fair. We have developed a whole portfolio of rooftop products which are very suitable specifically for this market segment.
Dr. Polonsky, thanks very much for joining Eye on the Biz today, and we will see that the Thai people will be able to use the product from your company very soon. Thank you very much.
Thanks for your time.
I hope you enjoy our show today and have learned more about solar energy, which is currently a key source of renewable energy in the world. Thanks for spending your time with us. Hope to see you again next week. Bye for now.